This one is going to be cool. Micro Machines in a collector's case that I got for $4. Was a heck of a deal. Now I'm a little bit newer to the collecting of the Micro Machines. As you see here, I don't have a very impressive collection just yet. To start off, I know this one, in fact, is not a Micro Machines. It says Tootsie Toy on here somewhere, so it is a Tootsie Toy. But still, this one is supposed to be a Japanese Zero, is what I'm going to guess. Their World War II fighter plane. Set him aside. We'll keep going with the planes. This one, I believe, is a Micro Machines. This one's a Corsair. It's an American plane. Very cool, very small scale. You almost have to zoom in just to get an idea of how small these are. That one's probably one of my favorites there. This one's super, super cool. See if he can stand upright. Taking the space shuttle in. This is actually how they transport the space shuttle, which is really cool. They can, what is it, the word I'm looking for there? They can represent something so precise on such a small scale, it's just beyond me. Moving on, there's two more planes here we're going to be going over. This one is an F-4 Phantom jet from the 1970s and 80s, or even earlier back to the 60s. These were used in Vietnam. These are awesome looking. Small, detailed, awesome. I wouldn't even know what scale that these would be considered. What Micro Machines scale are. You could always find out. Moving on to the boats. This is a cool little boat here. I wouldn't know what you'd call this one. Very, very cool, as you see, compared to my finger. These are what, an inch long or so. Very small. Super cool. Here's the next boat. This one's really, really in depth with the preciseness whenever I say that. Let's take a look at this right here. Look at that engine sticking out of the back. Spot on to these speedboats. Moving along, we have this nice little guy here. Not sure what kind of car he would represent. It says Rescue on the front. See if I can see what that actually says on there, if I can get it to focus. Apparently not. I'm kind of getting a little bit concerned with the fact that some of these might not be actual branded Micro Machines, and some of these might be other random little brands that made micro cars. So you can barely make out what that says on there. See if we can get it. It's just too blurry. Oh well, that's alright. We'll keep on going to these two, which are probably my favorite. Lamborghini Countach. These have opening doors, which is absolutely crazy for something on such a small scale. How that even works and stays together is beyond me. And moving on, this is a nice van here. It's got a hitch on it. Another cool car. This one appears to be a police car. 171. Some cool details on there. Put him aside. What are we going to get next out of here? Let's see. Let's try this guy right here. Not sure what he's supposed to be either. He looks kind of dusty, actually. Maybe not. And another one. What is this one? Has a cool looking side on there. What is that even? It looks like trees, but it's not even green. Wavy looking color on there. And these two right here is where it all started. I believe it was either these two or this one. I think it was this one. And these are just awesome looking also. I think that other one right there is the same one with this one. This one just has that on the back still. Very cool. Very cool vehicles. This one's nice as well. And next we have 3 of a kind. 1, 2, and 3. These are all really unique looking little cars. Indy cars. Formula 1 cars. I think these are Indy cars. And those are just cool little cars. You can see how small they are. Very, very cool. And here's the last Micro Machines. A nice looking car with some blue and yellow striping. Very cool. Now this next one I believe is a Racing Champions Jeff Gordon. Now look how tiny this one is compared to the Micro Machines that we were looking at. That's even smaller. Very, very cool. Very cool case as well. At least we know the case is exactly made for Micro Machines. So even if all these aren't Micro Machines, we have some cool little tiny things. Just like this one, which actually rolls. That was a cool flip. Alright, we'll tune in for the next one. We'll have more interesting things. Keep on collecting. Get out of here.